Hello everyone. In this presentation, our group will be presenting an article critique on a systematic review on sustainability assessment of electric vehicles, knowledge gaps and future perspective. Before we begin, let me introduce our team members. Our group consists of Muhammad Syamil Ifan, Sofia Altaf, Muhammad Faris Hakimi, Adam Nawfal, and Gosandi Edward. The article we selected was written by Aiden, Dismas Calendar, and Kaya, and it was released on 8 August 2022. Throughout this presentation, we will cover several main ideas. First, we will discuss the article summary and objective. Next, we will explain the methodology used in the research, followed by the key findings and identify research gaps. After that, we will provide a scientific critique on the article and discuss its engineering significance. Finally, we will conclude with an overall evaluation of the article. For the background of our research, electric vehicles or EVs are considered an important part of global efforts to reduce carbon emissions and support a more sustainable transportation system. The main objective of this article is to evaluate existing academic research on the sustainability of electric vehicles and identify important knowledge gaps that still need further investigation. The researchers conduct a systematic analysis of 138 peer-reviewed articles published between 2009 and 2020. The review focused on three main dimensions of sustainability, which are environmental, economic, and social impacts. The research mainly aimed to answer two key questions. First, how are the environmental, economic, and social impacts of EVs currently being assessed? And second, are the existing assessment frameworks sufficient to evaluate the long-term sustainability of electric vehicles?
Next, I will explain the methodology used in this article. The researcher used a systematic literature review, or SLR, to analyze existing research on the sustainability of electric vehicles. For the source database, the researcher used Scopus to search for relevant academic articles. The initial search results were then filtered and screened based on their quality and relevance to ensure that the selected studies were suitable for the review. The selected articles were then categorized based on several criteria. This includes sustainability indicators, which cover the environmental, economic, and social dimensions, life cycle environmental impacts, vehicle type, and powertrain technologies, the geographical regions covered by the studies, and finally, the assessment methodology used. Through this systematic approach, the researchers were able to organize and analyze the existing literature and identify important gaps in current electric vehicle sustainability research.
Okay, for the result and key findings they focus heavy on the representation of environmental impacts and environmental metrics such as the carbon emission and energy use. For the environmental impact, EV consistently lowered the GHG, which is the greenhouse gas emissions, and significantly maximized with paired with renewable energy grids. For the key findings gaps identified, the first one is end of life, inadequate focus on battery recycling management and disposal management. The second one is the social dimension, severe lacks of social impact. Severe lacks of social impact assessment. For the third one is the methodology. Methodology is the absence of integrated multi-criteria sustainable framework. And the fourth one is the geographical bias. Lack of studies centered on developing and emerging economies.
Next, I will discuss the critical appraisal of the article. The article has several strengths. First, it has a clear purpose as it addresses an important global issue related to electric vehicle sustainability and transportation. Second, the researcher used a systematic literature review methodology, which is a robust approach for analyzing a large amount of existing research. Finally, the findings are evidence-based as they support by analysis of 138 scientific papers. However, the article also has some limitation. One limitation is the database restriction, as the researcher only searched the Scopus database. This means that some relevant article indexed in other databases such as Web of Science or IEEE Explore may have been excluded. Another limitation is the lack of industry perspective, since the study focused mainly on existing academic literature. It may not fully capture recent real-world development in the electric vehicle industry and commercial technologies. Overall, despite this limitation, the article provides a strong and useful review of the current research on electric vehicle sustainability.
So, in conclusion, this article provides a valuable contribution of the field of electric vehicle sustainability assessment. The study successfully identifies the important knowledge gaps and offers a useful recommendation for future research. Its strengths include a comprehensive review process, a clear methodology, and practical relevance to engineering and sustainability. Although there are some limitations regarding the database selections, the article remains reliable and informative scientific publications. Overall, our group considered this article to be a high-quality source that contributes significantly to understanding the sustainability of electric vehicles.